Hey guys, welcome back to my Practically Imperfect Life. Today's video is a part of the Homeschool Show and Tell series. I love this series. It's hosted by Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. I've been following Abby on YouTube for quite a while, and not just because we have the same name, but because she has a really great approach to homeschooling and just shares so much wonderful information about how she incorporates different types of enrichment and faith into their homeschool. But the Homeschool Show and Tell series is a chance for different YouTube creators to come together and all discuss one particular topic in homeschooling. So it gives you a chance to see lots of different approaches to the same issue or theme or idea within the homeschooling world. Now, this month our theme is Meet the Teacher. So we have 10 questions to help you kind of get to know me better, because I think that's great, because I know I did one of these like way back when I started my YouTube channel, and that's been a few years, but other than some Q&As, I haven't really done here is this person who keeps talking to you about what to do when you're homeschooling through high school. So without further ado, I'm going to just go through. I've got my laptop in front of me. I'm going to read the questions, give you a little bit of a tidbit about me, and if you have follow-up questions, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below, or if you want clarification on something, I'm happy to answer those for you. So the first one is, of course, introduce yourself and how long have you been homeschooling? Well, as I mentioned, my name is Abby. I'm a homeschooling mom of 2. My oldest is a senior this year. My youngest is a junior. So y'all do the math. We've been at this a while, and we're almost done. We just have 2 years to go. Whew, and I'm trying to be okay with that. Next question, do you have a homeschool style? I think I started out as very much a traditional style homeschooler. And I think it's just because the only type of schooling I had ever seen in my life was public schooling, where you have textbooks and worksheets and tests for your subject, and that's what you did. And I started out with that approach, but I quickly started to see all of these really cool resources and things like that that were within the community, and over the years, so much more has become available than what was available before. And I just fell in love with this idea of bringing those things in and changing up the way we were approaching things, adding new things into our morning time. And we've definitely kind of moved towards using a lot more kind of like literature and hands-on type work. Like I really love the idea of my kids learning how to learn from lots of different resources, rather than thinking that this textbook is the only source of information they can have. So, I mean, you can see I've got, packed bookshelves behind me, and we have got books on there on, the different science categories. Right now, my oldest is getting ready to take anatomy, and she has got like 15 books on that shelf that she's going to read through this year to learn about different aspects of the human body and how it works. I have a whole row of books on early American history that my son's going to be using to learn for that. I have tons of reference books. I have classic literature back there. I mean, if they can learn to pull information and learn from lots of different types of books and videos and articles and primary source documents, I mean, they will be lifelong learners, as opposed to if they feel like a textbook is the only way that they can learn. So I guess I don't really have a style anymore. I just want my kids to learn how to learn from lots of different things. So, what is my favorite subject to teach? Oh, if you've been around for a while, you know the sciences. Sciences are my jam. I went to school for biology and chemistry. That's what my dual majors were when I went to college originally. And then I went back to school after I had had my kids, and I became a registered nurse. So I very much like science. I love being able to, help somebody understand a difficult topic, because I've helped with like some tutoring and things like that over the years, people who've struggled in those subject areas. But I love the sciences. I love the beauty of how everything just kind of fits together and works. So, I don't know. It's impossible to see, like, if you study the sciences, I don't understand how anyone can deny that God is the creator of the universe, because there's no way that the perfect harmony and how everything works and fits together and just has all of these rules and laws that it follows. Like, there's no way that happened on accident. There's no way. So I love the sciences. I think it's a subject that gives you so much evidence that there is a creator God. So anyways, I love the sciences. That's what I love to teach. We do a lot of labs and things like that here in our homeschool to help learn those subjects. We've done dissections. We have done tons of different chemistry type experiments. We've done chemistry in the kitchen as a course, so we were doing cooking experiments, and we have physics coming up. In fact, I have a box behind me filled with stuff for physics experiments that my son will be doing. If I could choose only 3 homeschool tools, what would they be? Oh gosh. Okay, well, one is my EcoTank printer, because I print like nonstop. I print so much stuff. So my EcoTank printer, for sure. Have to have that. My cinch, which is my binding machine I use to spiral bind things. In fact, I recently did like a plan with me video, and I showed you how I used that. I don't like to pay to have things spiral bound when I can do it at home. So I use that, and I have been, making my own workbooks and planners and things like that with that for a day and an age, and it's been well worth the money. And a third tool, I think if you want to give your kids a Christian-based education, then the Bible has to be an essential tool in your homeschool. You know, it has to be what you gather around in the morning to start your day, and it has to be the last thing you look at night. It needs to be something that you ingrain in your homeschool in many different ways. So those would probably be my 3 biggest tools: my EcoTank printer, my cinch binding machine, and my Bible. What inspires me as a teacher? Oh, man. Goodness. Oh, that's kind of, hang tight. We're going to cycle back to that one. And then, because I got to mull that over for a minute. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Oh, a night owl. I have worked night shift as a nurse forever. In fact, I just got off not too long ago. I don't know if you can tell by how bad the bags are under my eyes. I worked a shift last night, so I'm so bear with me. If I look tired, I am. But I'm a night owl. If I am not working a night shift as a nurse, I'm up late every night. Favorite teacher treat? Coffee, tea, candy, chocolate, coffee. Always coffee. Do you prep and plan or go to with the flow? Oh, I'm a planner. Oh, yeah. I mean, I literally did a 4-video series on plan with me. So I'm definitely a planner. I have gotten a little better about not being as like, oh, I had this planned and we have to do it exactly the way I had it planned. I've gotten a lot better about letting it go. And making adjustments along the way, and understanding like it's okay if we cut this, or if we cut that out, or if we need to move this to another day, or if we are having a rough day and we just need to take a day off. Whereas years ago, there's no way I would have done that. I would have been just, we have to do it exactly how it's been planned. But my kids are in high school, and planning ahead is really helpful because, one, their topics are difficult. And if I don't know what they're studying, I can't be prepared to help them, you know. And you might go, oh, wait, but what if I don't know anything about that subject? Well, then I need to be prepared to find them resources that can help them. So I need to know who I can send them to, who can help them, or where we can find information online, or how they can contact the curriculum company. But I need to be aware of what my kids are learning. 2, I got to prep the things, right? I mean, I mentioned physics labs are coming up, so I have to have the supplies around to do the physics lab. If we're doing an art project for one of their courses, I need to have those supplies on hand if we're going to be cooking something. So it helps me to know what I need to have and when. And that's just how I like to do things. What is something you really enjoy outside of being a homeschool parent? Oh, I love all the things. I am one of those people who, I'm a go person. I'm always doing something. Like I can't, I have to be doing something. That's just my personality. It's what I enjoy. So I've been a scout leader for 13 years. I have owned a from-home baking business for about 12 years. So I make cakes and cookies and things like that. And so I quite enjoy that. I like to quilt, and then I love to garden. In fact, we've been like doing all of kinds of harvesting from our garden, kind of like the last of like the big crops coming out. We've resown some winter crops. We've got cut flowers that we're kind of starting to tire out, so we're getting those pulled. But I mean, I grow cut flowers, I grow vegetables. This year I added in fruit trees. I love to just, see things grow, thrive. I love to enjoy the beauty of them. I love to take those things and preserve it and can it and use it, in our own home. It's just, I don't know. I feel like we've got the opportunity to learn about so many different things and to try so many different things. And I want to do that. I want to learn as much as I can learn in the time that I have. And I want to see as many of the things as I can around our country and around our world and be able to just explore them. So I know, I love that. So I love just doing all of those things. So then let me cycle back to what inspires you as a homeschool teacher. What inspires me? I think that really good literature and books have been a fantastic inspiration in our homeschool. And that might sound a little weird, but so maybe let me explain. So I mentioned that I used to be more of a very traditional homeschooler. And the first time I tried doing curriculum that was not, quote, traditional, I mean, I went out and I said, okay, well, it says I need to get this stack of books. So I got that stack of books and I started flipping through them. And the next thing I know is I'm sitting and I'm reading through them. And I'm making notes on things that I have found out about and ideas for projects and ideas for things I can incorporate and things we can try. And so I think just immersing yourself in fantastic fiction and nonfiction books can provide you with so much inspiration as a teacher. You will see just all of this great information and ideas come and hit you, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And so that is why I say I can, my book obsession will probably never end. I will probably constantly be a reader until the day I die, because you can just gain so much from all of these great works. All right, and that is 10 things about me. Thank you so much for joining me for this Meet the Teacher video. If you have any follow-up questions or you want more clarification or information on something that I mentioned, drop a comment down below and I'd be happy to answer those for you. And also be sure to check out the other videos in this month's Show and Tell playlist. Like I said, throughout the month more videos get added, so be sure to check back every couple of days or once a week to see the new things that have been added onto that playlist. As always, thanks so much for joining me today here, guys. I will see you in the next video, and until then, happy homeschooling.